Next up, we have Ethiopian single origin coffee. By some accounts, it is believed that coffee was first discovered and cultivated in Ethiopia around the year 700 AD. One such account claims a goat herder known as Kaldi came across his goats acting oddly. They were in fact dancing. After observing the goats, he noticed that they were eating red coffee beans and soon began to suspect that the behavior was related to the consumption of these coffee berries. Other coffee origin stories claim that the goat herder was also a monk and was thrilled to have found something that would help him stay up as he worked and prayed. Some also say that the monk disapproved of the berries and threw them into the fire. However, the fire roasted the coffee beans and created a pleasant aroma. Now, whether any of these origin stories are true or not, Ethiopian single origin coffee makes a high quality cup of coffee. While it's impossible to come up with a description fitting all Ethiopian coffee, most Ethiopian coffees are known for their full, heavy-bodied natures. While enjoying a cup, you can generally expect to enjoy anything from a crisp acidity to a winey flavor or even earthiness. Ethiopia has great growing conditions for coffee. Most of the beans are grown in high elevations in the country's southern mountains, adding to the higher acidity. Ethiopian farmers generally don't have to mineralize or add other chemicals to the soil as ideal growing conditions already exist. Ethiopia has two main types of coffee produced in three different regions, with southern Ethiopia being the region where most coffee is grown. Today, most of Ethiopia's coffee is grown by small farms. Ethiopian Yirgacheffe is a common regional type that you'll likely encounter and is located in the Sidanto area. Yirgacheffe is mostly grown at altitudes of 5,800 to 7,600 feet. A cup from this region will normally be smoother, fruitier and richer and have a more floral aroma than Ethiopian coffee from other areas. Another common regional type is Harrar from Northeast Ethiopia. Harrar is grown in the eastern highlands of Ethiopia but at a lower elevation than Yirgacheffe. Coffee from this region will generally have a natural mocha flavor. A third common variety is Limu. Centrally located, the flavors of Limu coffee are generally sharper with notes of wine and spiced floral undertones. These varieties aren't the only ones you'll come across in Ethiopia. There are many smaller growing regions within Ethiopia, with each region possessing a different flavor profile. Ethiopia is the largest coffee producer in Africa, and it's a hugely popular beverage within the country itself. In fact, Ethiopians consume about half the country's coffee and export the other half. It is still a product that is produced largely by small farmers and thus makes it incredibly traceable. When you see Ethiopian single origin coffee, you can feel confident that you know exactly where it is coming from and what you're putting into your body because of how the market works in the region.